There are legends and stories wrapped into great songs, sung by bards for all to hear. These stories tell those of great warriors, evil tyrants, brave children, and cowardly kings. Thrones and treasures cause wars, gods and devils play bring destruction. The desires of a dark soul may bring annihilation, while the bright heart of a boy king will try and save it. Men and women of nations answer the call to arms, to fight for their country, their home, their families. Marching to the sound of a war drum, the billowing of a ship's sail, under the great radiant one, under chords thunders in the dead of night. The sound of rain hitting metal as a soldier readies his shield, as he stares into the orcish faces of the legion. The guttural war cries strike his heart with fear, but his young king saddles his warhorse and rallies the men. A half-elven arcanist prepares a ritual in case the unblemished get too close. Lord and Chief Theophi checks his coalition of half-bloods and those who wait across the meadows with means to end him. Matthias stares into the burning pit, containing a great scourge on the land. He with his princes of peace delve into the devil's head to put an end to the rebirth of evil. Micah, in his old age, stands strong in his armor as Hector, the tyrant, assaults the dark world. With his shadow soldiers slaying the tyrant and ending the shadows, light shines once again. I am here to tell you a story, one of love, triumph, justice, and tragedy. A story that will echo throughout eternity. Cross every sea, ride every cloud, from the Isles of Setonia to the great city of Stamrin. Heroes and villains, husbands and wives, brothers and sisters all play their part. As Bahamut sits on his throne in Elysia, and the evil one fights his way out of hell, a group of misfits find their way through the valleys, the meadows, the mountains, and seas. I am here to tell your story, by the fire in every tavern, the square in every town, or the stage in every city I come to. What's in those stories for me to tell is entirely up to you. Welcome to Manola.
Hello friends and welcome to the Chaos. First off, we'd like to thank the creators of Dungeons & Dragons for making the world's greatest tabletop RPG game. We'd like to make an unsponsored show of gratitude for Dwarven Forge and their awesome tabletop terrain, as well as WizKids for their awesome tabletop accessories and minis. Thanks to the guys over at Sirenscape for their awesome sound sets and ambiance and letting us use their music for our game. And we are Chaotic Cast, a bunch of best friends from Tennessee who have a passion for playing RPG games, especially Dungeons & Dragons. Hope you enjoy our homebrew world and our chaotic casted campaign. Anyway, we believe in giving credit where credit's due. Thanks so much, Matt Mercer and family of Critical Role, as well as Jason Azevedo and the family of Realmsmith, and then any of the other ones that the guys make references to as we go. We're just so thankful to get to experience D&D in a cool way and be able to share it with you guys. So, where we left off. You all have recently arrived to Maple Dock, explored around the city, did some minor shopping here and there, and then the next day you thought you would take to the docks to kind of help Craeloth with his investigation to acquire a ship on this ever-extending quest. Upon getting to the docks and the beach and trying to help Violet, what seems to be deal with some sort of effect that riddled her nervous system. In the midst of getting her fixed up from that, an attack seemed to be planned, broke out from the Sahuagin in the region. It was a terrible day, a lot of losses on both sides for the Sahugans and for the community of Maple Dock. You all met Nico, the court wizard for King Matthias, and got to see a mass mobilization of the Stammer Sentinels to protect whatever they can in the city of Maple Dock. You all have made your way back to the Yipper's Yell, and that is where we will be.
I'm sleeping because we're on a long rest. Wait until 1 o'clock in the morning to sneak into.
You can't take a long rest until 9 p.m.
What is this rule?
You can only take one every 24 hours. The last time you went to bed was 9 p.m. Now it's giving you a few hours.
I would like to
You're supposed to be having tattooed on 12.
short rest. Is okay, right?
Yeah, short rest, you good to go.
Well, I might have to reset here.
I would like to wait till nighttime. I can't think of anything else I need to do. And then see if Cable wants to go down to the dock and see if we can nose around, tell where it is, where Briggs crews, mess around with stuff.
Take a short rest. Do the thing with magical items. See if I can figure out anything else.
Roll me Archon check.
We've got it. If that is allowed.
Either you know, you're going to have a chance to know or you
Yo, these nondescript brand cheesy crackers are delicious.
don't.
Good. 19.
So, I want to make this more interesting than it is. As a hunter, as a player, I want you to start, when you're investigating these two things in specific, what do you as a player think they could possibly be? And that's how we're going to start rolling these checks. I'm going to let you do it like once a day. Violet's like, maybe it's this, and then you go and you try to check it out. And we'll see what you come
It's a trick. They'll end up just being like magnetized balls of each other. He tricked me with this tattoo thing. All I can do is write with my fingernail.
So like right now, you want me to guess at what it does? Okay, hold on. I have notes. Old Draconic. And they're warm to the touch.
It gives us superpower. These warm,
Are they
smooth, shiny balls. What do you think they do?
Are they eggs of some kind?
Roll a. What'd you get the Archon check?
19.
19. You do not necessarily think that they are eggs. You think that it's.
Yeah.
I would say
Bet you get a pet
it's
rabbit.
within the realm of possibilities, but maybe it's not the same function as a natural egg in the world, but maybe it's a containment of some sort.
Okay.
That's what you get for that.
Do you ever think about what it would be like if you were born from an egg?
I think we're all at some point.
No, I mean like you know how we come out as babies.
just hatch out.
I'm talking about like say a solid 8 years old is when you come out of your egg.
I've never thought about it, Robert.
Imagine how cozy that would be.
You had to spend 8 years in the egg, like being protected.
I'd probably get eat scrambled.
Like imagine it, but for real, it's like what, a solid body temperature? So 98 degrees. It's dark, so you wouldn't have trouble sleeping. I mean,
What if we
they're
got hungry?
the same way babies eat. We eat the poop.
We eat our own food.
No. Is that how babies eat? I feel like that's how babies eat.
Not at all.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Right.
vocal cord
What?
that feeds them. You've lied to us all along.
Dr. Robert, you did my physical last year.
Dr. Ford.
No wonder I got fired.
Alright. So, the day goes by. There's nothing else that you guys really want to do. Nighttime rolls around. Storm. Yeah, it's still stormy. It's a pretty good storm.
So we're gonna go down to the dock.
Yeah. Cable, you ready?
Yeah. Oh.
Give me some.
starting
cheese
now.
crackers are real good.
Nondescript cheese
Cheese
crackers. We probably should be eating on camera. I'm just saying.
Why?
I'm assuming every chew picks up. Listen, watch my top.
I mean, Siren Skate is probably doing that all.
I think we're good.
Siren State kills a lot of the wildlife. Anyway, so you guys exit the Eaper Shield and the Trey Stead. Are you going with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to sit over.
Yes, you are. We're not taking Hunter.
I mean, I'm pretty much useless anyway.
How are you guys progressing?
I'm looking
With purpose.
for a for a white masked individual if I walk down the street.
I will ask
Oh,
Craeloth.
trap.
Do we need to tell the guard? Do we need an escort? What do you think?
If we see a guard, we'll
17.
tell them what we're doing.
They don't need to
They
know
might
our
be able to give us some
business.
more information.
They don't need to know our business.
Well, we're going to be skulking around. We don't want them to think we're part of the bad guys.
If we get caught stalking, we'll let them know what's up.
Well,
We'll whoop them.
they might be able to tell us where to go to skulk, and save us from wasting our skulk time.
17. That old girl lied to me.
Just go ahead.
Well, we're probably not in the right place. We're going for that.
They're like, where are you?
Is there a guard?
Everywhere.
Just kidding.
Is there?
We're on here on the governor's business. We're investigating the embezzlement of the items that have been shipped here by Greg Tuscador's crew. Have you heard of this?
Who?
Alfie?
Captain Alfie. He's in
Yeah,
prison.
he's been locked up for a while.
His crew's
You got
still
papers?
looking at it. Oh yeah, of course.
You can't just ask somebody for papers. I know he looks like a dog, but he's a person.
Scissors.
Ah,
I don't see anything from Governor Ursula here.
Well, those are my ambassador papers. You can see that I'm a government official.
Not in Maple though.
What's your name, soldier?
Ryan.
Ryan. You like your job, Ryan?
I do.
Would you like to keep your job, Ryan?
Put his
This
hand on
is-
his sword.
This is
I
governor's business. You're delaying governor's orders. How do you think she'd feel when I go back tomorrow to tell Ursula that I was trying to do what you requested of me, but Ryan here stopped me?
Roll through this way.
what's your badge number, Ryan? My husband works at the police department.
I know that is
Worked for the city.
That's
R2D2.
16.
I didn't mean nothing to go amiss.
I understand. You're doing your job and you're doing great. And now when we find something, I'll tell Ursula. The real reason we found this so quickly is because of Ryan.
And I'll tell
I
Ursula
see.
he's lying. Punk.
He's playing bad cops. Thank you for your assistance. Do you know any information about where these guys, how they're operating, how these things are being stolen?
Kind of looks around. Word on the docks. They all are pleading innocent.
They're pleading innocent.
Yeah. They do not care what is accused of them. They say that there's no way to prove that they are guilty. They are continuing to plead that they are innocent.
Are they still operating?
The Harbormaster has them cleaning the docks, things like that.
So they've been caught. They have an idea who's doing this.
I mean, all I can tell you is the Harbormaster said that they were embezzling and committing larceny. Therefore, they were put on trial. Captain Alfie was found guilty and punished and put into the prison. His crew was given to the Harbormaster to serve him at the docks to keep him clean.
Where are they now? Where's the Harbormaster stay?
In the Harbormaster's house.
Okay. Does this crew they stay nearby? They have quarters?
There's like a loft in the warehouse, and I'm pretty sure that's where he lets them
Could you point me in that direction?
Yeah. He just kind of points down, gets on the build step. It's just like a warehouse building. And then the Harbormaster's house is right on this side.
Oh, I've got a spear. I don't need the white face people.
There you go.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan, is there any kind of seal or something that we could, if anybody else asks, we can just show them this, be like, hey, we're doing work for the city?
Really,
That
Ursula
you
should
can
have gave
do?
you something. I
Really, right?
can ask my guard captain, but
Why don't you just give us your badge?
I don't have a badge.
What did you read your badge number off for?
I was being. Have you ever heard of the art and theater called sarcasm?
No.
Well, that's what it was.
That sounds like a magic spell. I cast Starkers on the bow.
Like a charisma
That's
save.
what it says, bro.
I just wanted to say RTB2. So,
I just don't like Ryan.
well, Ron doesn't.
I read that part in the book. Ryan's my rival now.
Okay.
I forget all about that. Then, like, 8 months from now, after the shadow slips Ryan.
Yeah. I'll do that.
We just discovered the BB.
Remember me? People be beating. 2D2.
Remember me.
Oh, at that point, I'll be up
Or
to like,
to the 2.
I'll be like Cable. Does it say Cable, Dable, Eable,
On that point,
Fable?
we'll be on like Zabel by that point.
Hey,
You
was
come back, 27th brother.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go towards the house he pointed me towards.
So I'll follow
Okay, I look at
against my better judgment.
Craeloth and say, listen, you almost got us arrested. Can
No.
we please start skulking now?
Listen,
I'm not very good at sculpting.
I'm not either. I'm pretty noisy. But
I'm not either.
I'm not
Oh, yeah.
planning on visiting them, knocking on the doors. It's 1 in the morning. I want to know where to look for. Now I know these guys are actually, they know who they are. I thought these guys were operating from the shadows, but apparently they're
Are
right
we
here.
at the headmaster's house?
You there yet?
We know where to look now. Maybe we can come back in the morning.
I'll tell you what.
We can sculpt a little bit.
No. Go knock on the door.
Okay.
Catch them off guard.
Okay.
I'll sneak around back and sneak in the house and investigate while you're telling me what broke.
I'm in. Tell me when you're ready for me to knock.
Are we there yet?
You all, I assume you're all walking together through this place.
I guess
We're
so.
going to shelter
I
together.
just want to throw it out there. I don't think this is a good idea. But I'm here for it.
Well,
Be a supportive paladin.
I'm not
a
gonna-
paladin.
I'm not going to fight. I just want to talk.
Be a supportive
Okay.
paladin. I might fight depending on what it
So,
says.
are you going towards the warehouse where?
Where the people are staying. Back. I'll knock. I'll give you 10 seconds.
Do I see a window or anything I can climb into?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of windows and stuff.
Are any of them open?
Before he goes
it's-
skulking around, Cable, remember, you've got that box. You can talk to us.
Oh.
And you can also, like,
I can only do it once,
you can
though.
also, like, scan it around the room and we can see what you're looking at.
I can only do it once, though. And if you open it while I scan around the room, it's going to look really weird to that guy you're talking to at his front door.
I
He
might
goes-
not be there.
He'll go, that's my bedroom.
I'm going to do the talking. Violet can stay on the side. Then you go in the back.
What's our code word?
Alligator.
Marmaduke.
How about something with one syllable?
Alligator, Marmaduke, or blue.
Cheese.
How about spear?
Cheese it.
Cheese it, it's the fuzz.
That's it. When you see the fuzz, it's time to cheese it out of there.
I'm sure that's a reference to something that I don't know.
So, the Harbormaster house and the warehouse are 2 different locations.
Then we're going to the Harbormaster
No,
house.
we're going to the warehouse.
I thought you were
No, we're going to investigate, talk to those dudes who've been accused. They were part of.
at the
Southeast Brew.
Harbormaster house,
No,
right?
they're in
in
the warehouse.
Oh, okay. Same.
We're going to
same
get their
plan.
side of the story.
So we're going to the warehouse.
So, there's multiple windows at the warehouse.
Okay, well, I don't care.
Is there any way I can get in easily?
Roll me a perception check. Just kind of looking.
Meanwhile, me.
I'm
Bum, bum, bum.
Beating on the door.
Yeah.
Hold on a
And
minute.
it's still storming? Okay. I don't know how I want to do that. I want to prepare like the thaumaturgy spell to create a very loud thunder noise
13.
if I get the sense that something might be going wrong on the other end.
Okay. So you're just kind of, you're just like every little bit, you're just like formulating a new thunder.
Yeah.
But you're not letting it go. You're just like,
It's like Shawshank Redemption.
Like,
It's
do I-
banging on the pipe when the thunder hits.
Yeah.
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 Disguise the noise.
continuously.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea that he's just standing out there and he'll go.
It didn't come from his mouth.
It doesn't have to come from my mouth.
No. He's not doing a spell. He's just
doing
standing out there
it.
going.
Yeah.
What?
What the heck?
I think somebody's breaking in. It must be the ghost of that.
What was
that
your
guy?
perception check?
13. Must be the ghost of that guy that got strangled down there on the beach. The one that went down to the hell and trimmed.
13 is
Perfectly healthy. You're strangling him.
He's dead.
I'll show you mercy!
I'm not dead. I got better.
Yes, you find a window. It's actually on the second level, so you're going to do some cool monk stuff. But you think if you can, you should be able to get up there and get into it pretty easy.
How high is it? 5?
I mean, it's probably like a 4x4 window,
No, like how high is the window? Not how.
about 20 feet up.
Oh, it's great, son.
Well, like about.
Oh, I'm casting a key point to do step into the wind. And let me get back over here to my internet live. You said that. What did you go ahead and agree on?
20.
So.
Sure, like
I rolled 2
Listen
dice
to
today.
your DM.
I still do my spirit weapon. 21.
Easily enough. Scale in, you're in. On the inside, you just see.
I like to think it's just a window. There's no catwalk or anything. So I just jumped through.
You lay on somebody's bed.
Hunter's outside going.
You
Sorry.
do hit a catwalk.
Sorry, Violet is outside there.
There you go. You do hit a catwalk, and as you kind of look around the area, there's just a small catwalk that goes around 3 sides. And then on the far side, there's like a loft. And you see a bunch of beds, and there was like a hammock style, and some men over there hanging.
Doing what?
It's like a wrestling.
Are these sailor boys? Are these
Robert.
seamen?
Robert,
They are.
There's a bunch of seamen
Robert,
over there
Doc,
next to the
stay on
bed.
task, Robert.
They're dogs.
A bunch of seamen over there. on
Cable
the bed.
focus.
Yes.
Are these beds covered with semen?
Use the black light.
No, I'm talking about people that ride boats. You know, seamen.
Yes.
See,
So these are semen-covered beds.
sailors.
Okay. So these are semen.
Well, under the covers, there's
That is what you see. And but down below you, like in the actual bulk of the warehouse, there's a bunch of crates and barrels and different.
I was trying to figure out how I could make more semen jokes.
I know, you're thinking real hard.
Hey, pass me those cheese crackers, please.
What are they?
The
Nondescript.
nondescript cheese crackers. Thank you.
You see a guy climbs down out of the loft, down the ladder. He goes over to the door.
So is there another level above me? Okay, so it's down. Oh, they're entering the door for Craeloth.
Yeah, you see
So are there people asleep?
mostly, yeah. I mean, there's some like two guys are there playing dice. One guy's like reading a book, but most of them are calmed down.
So do I see like you said there was a room or something up there?
Like it's like an open air kind of thing. You're just on the catwalk where the loft is, but all the storage and stuff's in below. It's just like this is specifically set up so these guys can have somewhere to stay while they work.
Do I see any men with white masks?
No, not.
Thanks.
I ain't gonna make her up. If you just go to the right place, Robert, I promise
There's
you.
a guy
find you one.
sleeping over there with his white mask on. Hey, I know you don't know me.
It's a blindfold so we can block the sun out.
I'm trying to buy weapons. It's 2 in the morning. I guess. Can I creep up to the round and see if there's anybody downstairs?
Creep over and look. Perception.
You see somebody answering the door. Cut to Craeloth.
Ooh! 17 plus 4 is 29.
As you look around, I mean, downstairs it seems that there is maybe a few more guys that are just laying around on the crates and stuff. And then you see the one guy climbing down out of the loft, and he goes over there to the door. Rough, sea-weathered,
outside.
a rough sea-weathered dwarf. Kind of has a bandana tied back around his head, wearing just like a muscle vest kind of thing out of leather, and just some, regular kind of piratey pants or swashbuckler pants, boots. He answers the door. Can I help you?
I apologize for the late hour. I'm here on behest of the governor.
I need to speak to you about our Lord and Savior.
Cheer. I'm investigating the embezzlement and the theft at the docks. I've been pointed in your direction. They said you pled innocence. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just want to get your side of the story.
I'll give you my side of the story. Your darn Harbormaster down there is a dirty crook.
Told you we should have broke into his house.
He framed Alfie, got us thrown in here, and a damn Sahugan attack that happened earlier. I bet he was up to it too.
What does this Harbormaster look like?
So, I don't know.
So, like a Harbormaster.
I don't know. I didn't think we would get this far.
He's half centaur.
Wait a minute. I think he's half centaur.
Just the one centaur thing.
Which?
Because centaurs already have.
Is it the top half or the bottom half?
No.
Just bottom half.
So you just got one horse leg?
One leg.
He's only half centaur, so he's just a regular dude. He don't have
That's what I was trying to say.
Just a normal dude. Yeah, Dad is a centaur. Mom was a human.
Look after my mom.
Just with a really hairy ass.
And then he's like, this is my brother. It's with the full horse.
Half brother.
He's a. Are y'all still alive?
I don't know how much of that conversation you heard, but
Not much.
That was gold.
Borg, he's a human. Bald.
So his name's Bolgan?
Borg.
Borg. Oh.
Borg LeBlanc.
Wow.
He was a Harbormaster, or he's been the Harbormaster for just about as long as I can remember. But most importantly, he used to be the High Executor of Mapledock till the last 8 months. He was outvoted by the new jewelry man, whatever you call him, Lord and the beautiful Sultaness.
It's about the time that the stuff started happening down the docks.
The embezzlement and larceny, pretty much. See, we done put 2 and 2 together. No one listens to us though, because you know what? Borg and your friend Ursula, they have a closed door relationship.
Well, I didn't say she's my friend.
you're not there.
I'm just here because of
I
her.
am.
I'm
You're
listening to you.
outside by the side.
No.
Well, no.
All I'm saying is if you're trying to get him in trouble and she's the one sending you, you might as well just run away to the next town. It's not going to happen here.
Is there any evidence I could somehow gather? Does he keep records?
There's a boat.
Okay.
It's called the Oaken Spirit. It sits out at the docks. That was Captain Alfie's boat. Seized by the Harbormaster under the charges of larceny and embezzlement. He won't even let the stammering sentinels guard it. Hires his own piratey thieves. Kicks us out of our quarters. Puts us in this warehouse, knowing we all got sea legs.
How many people are here?
And I'd say crew about 20, 25.
Shit.
You can probably fit in.
We can't take 20, 25 people. But here's the problem.
Need no spells.
problem with it is I feel like they would know if the bright blue triton was part of their crew. That's just me, though.
It's probably a valid thought. Yeah, I mean, he just kind of explains it to you.
Inside check.
While he's doing that, do I see like a clear path for me to jump off the catwalk? I jump off the catwalk.
12.
Best you can do, it's improved.
I start rummaging around the barrels and stuff.
We're looking for
Evidence that there's smuggling money. Is that over here?
Embezzlement, arsony.
roll investigation check.
Arsony. Well, they burned down.
Larceny. Arson. Not
Y'all
arson.
stealing money and burning it.
Not arson.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Investigation check. But he tells you he's a stocky.
Hey! Nat 20. Are you laughing about the Minotaur thing again?
No, centaur.
Centaur, sorry.
You find a bunch of crates of grain, random ores, iron ore mostly, maybe a couple boxes of coal,
So nothing.
linens, nothing. Just raw materials that are used to make other things.
So I'm assuming the guy that's talking to them has got his back to me. I just walk up to him, put my head around his shoulder and go, and look at them and say, "Hey, he's clear. Let's go to the Harbormaster's house."
He's like, "Oh!"
The Violet just looks at him and goes,
You all are a weird crew, but I like you. Well, good luck. If you can prove something wrong, they won't even let us near it. So,
If we prove him wrong, Captain Outfit will be released. Would you be interested in going back on the sea?
the faster on the water, the better for all of us.
We'll keep you in mind as a crew then.
We'd be happy. Just be out of this hellhole.
"All right, we
We
mosey to the
literally
quartermaster's
use
house."
the bathroom in the corner. Not even a bucket to carry it out in.
We
Could
made
use
for
the
a soft
window.
landing spot.
Remember that cold?
That is a good idea, but I'm small.
Damn, they need some fiber.
Well, we
It's
can
been
work
there
on
for
it.
a while.
Maybe I can push a crate over.
Yeah, there you go.
And he starts like thinking. He's
Yeah.
like,
You ponder on that tonight.
no. What happened?
You said that pooped in the corner. As Hunter said, remember that call you found? I said, you just see one walk over the corner and you hear, damn, they need some fiber.
You all cross back across the wharf.
The wave.
Same plan here, fellas.
Sure.
All right,
It worked so well last
No.
time.
He said to go to the boat.
we're going to the Harbormaster's house.
The Harbormaster's house doesn't have any evidence.
How do
The
you
boat
know?
does. That's what the guy told me.
I don't trust that guy
Why?
because I didn't even talk to him. I
He has
just had
nothing
him
to
on
do
the
with
back.
gain if we succeed.
Okay, exactly. So what if he's lying? What if he planted the evidence?
Why would he lie?
Either way, if he's
Why would he look
lying
at
or
you and
not,
go,
Because
Oh,
as soon as we prove it, the Harbormaster did it, he's free.
I think we need to have a conversation with the Harbormaster before we go snooping around the boat.
Okay, so we tell him we're on official government business.
You all can. I'll be in
Then
his
he
house
burns
snooping
the
around, rummaging.
Then we'll alert him that there's an investigation and he burns the evidence.
There's three of us. We can beat him to the dadgum boat.
He's gonna have to go. We either go to the Harbormaster, distract him while you go in,
Yeah.
or
you go
we try to go to the boat. Where
Harbormaster
we were
first.
told the evidence was.
Harbormaster
If
first.
we go to the Harbormaster and tell him we're investigating, then
Why do
we'll be
you
alerted.
just trust this one dwarven dude?
What's he got to gain for lie?
What if he becomes the new Harbormaster?
He's,
He won't. He's going with us
he's
on the
going with
boat.
us on the boat when we leave.
So he told you.
Why
I can
would-
tell you this right now. We go to the Harbormaster's house first. I'll give
What's-
you $1 million gold.
What's his qualifications? Why would he just automatically be the Harbormaster? Don't you think they'd hire somebody else that has a better resume?
How do you know his resume's not good?
'Cause
He's worked here for years.
Okay,
Let's
the point-
just get information, as much information as we can. The only way we're going to get more information is to
So-
investigate the boat or
Yep.
go and talk to
The Harbormaster first. And if worst comes to worst,
Go to the boat.
We can beat up the Harbormaster and his horse and beat him to the boat.
Okay.
And his brother.
Are we doing the same thing?
Beat up the Harbormaster and his brother.
Oh,
And
God.
beat him to the
I
boat.
was over it. Okay.
So I knock on the door, you sneaking back?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still cheese.
Yeah,
Cheese store.
Cheese it.
Yeah, cheese. No,
This is
cheese.
time to cheese it.
Are you
Cheese.
back? Are you back on Thunder Patrol?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, we make our way to our Harbormaster's house.
So we're going to the house, not the boat.
Not the boat. To the
I
house.
creep around back.
Okay.
Is there a way in?
Or perception check.
Or 17.
Not that you see.
What the heck?
Small house.
Okay.
Alright.
There's no back door to this house.
It's like an office.
I'm gonna
Then
knock
that's
on-
not a house. It's the Harbormaster's office.
They call it a house.
I'm gonna knock on the door. As soon as Robert, as soon as Cable's out of sight.
Yeah, I'm out of eyesight. I creep around, see if I can find a way in.
A few seconds go by, no answer.
Okay, do I go all the way around this office? Do I find a way in?
Just the front door, it seems.
Do I have access to the roof?
You can go around and look around.
I jump up there.
It's like a like the walls under a cobblestone, and then the top is just like some sort of like shingle-based clay stuff, or clay-based shingles, I guess is how I should say. But not really anything that's open or easily movable.
I'm gonna try the door.
Can I punch my way through it?
That's all.
Is it knock on the
Roll
door?
attack
Yeah.
or roll damage, you'll get it.
No, somebody hit it. Ah! Shit.
It's wet, it might slip.
6.
Damn it.
That's max damage for me.
So I mean, you might chip off a little chunk of the clay.
Oh, I've got my spear! Ah!
Roll damage.
I don't even know what that does.
It's one
Breaks
D-
it- breaks your spirit.
No.
1d8 plus 2.
If you use both hands.
I am using both hands because I'm just trying to get into this door. I'll still only do 3 damage.
Your spooky spear.
While he's doing that,
Yeah, is there anybody around besides the guards?
besides yours.
He said
There's some guards
everywhere.
that look by, but it seems Ryan has told others. He's kind of like those official business, and they're just kind of like they just
I
walk
lied to
on.
you. I did 4 damage.
I mean,
So that's 10 damage total.
you hit the same exact spot.
Yeah.
Roll a spot of hand check.
I think I'm good at that, actually.
Roll the hit.
Joke's on you.
Can you still do the thunder noise?
Yeah.
Alright, on the count of 3, I'm going to put my shoulder behind it. Try to.
It's
Let's
on
get
its
this
edge.
Reroll it.
Okay. Because it was either a 10 or a 17. If I'd have moved it before, it would have been a 17.
Violet.
kept rolling. Yeah,
You didn't hit the same spot.
Did I hit close?
You were close, but not the same spot.
Violet, ready? 1, 2, 3. Shoulder into the door. Try to.
like
Bust
something.
Roll athletics.
I like the things in here just going to town Ursula. What the heck, guys? not that Ursula. That's
Come on,
the guys
man.
that-
The door was locked.
Don't use the silver nest. That's an entire castle at the top. We just heart
They gotta try to keep it discreet. It's a 23.
I mean, it gives like, whoa, it's not completely open, but you hear like some hinges or something snap.
It's a
I
penetrable
want to try to hit
fortress!
it, like, I'm going to want to hit on hinge side. I want to hit it where the handle's at, so it'll bust open.
It seems that there was a lock, and you probably busted the hinge off, busted the wood out of the lock.
Can I see inside?
Yeah, you can crack it like maybe like an inch or two now. So you can just see like one side of it.
Do I
I
see
mean, we're
anybody
not worried
inside?
about him catching us, right?
No,
Can I
We're
see
here
inside?
on Ursula's business.
just like that little
That
bit.
is
Roll perception.
Ursula's business.
Like, oh yeah, I meant to say, like, is there anybody in there?
And it's not Ursula. He's cheating
Say
on that
disadvantage.
Ursula with the Ursula from.
Lock. I have dark vision.
Alright, straight up.
He-
Well, it's useful then.
Through that crack, I mean, you see like a bunch of stacks of like papers and parchment or whatever, and like some crates, and then you think you like see the like the corner edge of a desk, because you can only see that little
Is there a spot we can make a stand?
like stand in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all kinds.
Okay, echo. Splish.
You're in.
Walk over the door. Beat the lock. Welcome.
Oh, my God,
It
you're
just
so
falls
unlucky.
off.
I guess I get down off the roof.
You don't know we're in there.
I've heard all this ruckus.
No, you heard thunder.
No, what I heard was.
No, it's thunder.
Okay, how about this? How about this? I lay down on the roof to keep watch. Back to my joke, though. He's sleeping with Ursula the sea witch.
I got it.
And what we don't know is she got pregnant. And he thinks that she was cheating on him because she had a seahorse.
Oh, God.
Why is there so much lore behind this?
But it was
He
cold.
forgot. No. It wasn't cold. He forgot he was half centaur. And then Ursula's baby had a horse front half and like an octopus back half.
Oh, wow.
So
That's some Cthulhu shit.
How does the horsehair transition to like an octopus's jelly body? Like, what does that look like at the
I feel like it kind of tucks.
Like, it's just octopus body all the way down, but there's some hair coming out until you get to the back.
No. I don't like that. I don't
So
like
it's
that.
like-
You know what an ingrown hair looks like? How it grow back in? It's doing that, like right at the.
So it's like it's like a festering infection.
Is it like two horse
Yeah.
hooves in the front and then octopus tentacles in the back?
Yeah,
So it
with
can
a horse
swim
head.
really
It's
well. It's like galloping, but then the back is
It's
like.
got a horse head. It's useless on land.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Useless.
Yeah.
Because it's just like.
Does it have gills though?
It's like
Yeah.
pulling itself.
100%.
I'm glad we got that. I'm glad we got that straight.
Back half. Kill me. Yeah, for some reason this one can talk. Cole just got the short end of the stick.
You are in the Harbormaster's office / house / chamber / whatever you want to call
I'll bring Ballad and close my bias.
it. Okay.
Wait, do you mean the door that's busted all the shit?
Well, I think I just like made it look dented, but I didn't knock it off the hinges, so it doesn't look great. But
It's semi-fun.
yeah, it's
Guard box back goes.
It's like you have to pick up on it.
Is there anybody here?
No, the room is in.
Is it just a room? Just one room. Alright.
Is there a shed in the corner?
Do I need to perceive
Not
anything?
Okay.
I'll tell you.
All right. You want to look around?
I guess so. We're going to look through all these papers. And,
How good are you at investigating? I'll help you.
I mean, I'm not the greatest at it.
Better than me. I'll help you out.
Okay. Advantage. Or separate.
Can I assist?
Just straight roll and his modifier.
I'm also going to guide.
Well, then that's nothing. So just do what you're gonna do.
So never mind. I don't want to go.
I mean, it won't help or it won't hurt. You can just. It's the same either way.
11.
So you search around the room there and you dig through ledgers and papers and all this stuff. It takes you some time. Well, perception check. Berto.
Percept. I need to perceive something. I think I fell asleep. I'm pretty sure it's 12. It's 12.
Okay. As in the far distance, kind of coming back from the warehouse, you see a troop of people. It's not necessarily stammered sentinels, but stammered sentinels just kind of acknowledge them and nod and go on. But they seem to be coming your way.
Just give me a second.
I mean, we're confident we search everything.
Well, it's taking you some time to get through some of this. So, what you do find, after a few moments of searching, within the quarters is an old wooden desk, a dry, rotting olive green rug, and several wooden cabinets along a decent sized desk, or like kind of counter cabinet combination thing. And There's varied pieces of parchment and books and ledgers that lay about the desk and the drawers themselves, but the drawers are locked. What do you guys want to do about that? There's 3 in total, 2 on the left and 1 on the right, and the one on the right's like a big one, the 2 on the left and 2 small ones. Drawers.
Should I just yank really hard? You got something you can do. Alright, stand there. I grab the first lock door, just
Street check. Athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
19.
The big drawer. Open it.
Looking inside, does it look like there's any kind of like false panel or anything like that?
Investigation check.
Guide me, Red. Damn it. 10.
Nah, you don't really find anything like that. You notice that it was kind of dusty in there. And there seems to have been a book or something that's been removed recently because the dust hasn't settled on that square.
How close are those guys?
They're not like in a hurry or anything. They're just kind of making their way. I would say they're probably 500 feet, now they're like 450.
Yank another door.
Okay, I thought so.
We'll guide him.
Ooh, thank you. So that's 23.
Flies open, and you see several documents that look to be some sort of inventory or ledger that are scribbled over or have been dropped and stained. Inkwell has been knocked over on it, and at the top of them they say void.
Alright, put these in the back.
Yeah, I'll put him in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Ooh, is that a good idea? A little steel.
We're gathering up this. Yeah, I mean, it's up. Yeah, well, take them back out. What do you think? They say void. Is there anything suspicious on them?
We really need some more information on what
Yeah, if there's no way I would even know, then it's probably just weird.
Yeah, I mean,
If I'm not
it just looks like somebody messed up when trying to calculate inventory, and when they messed up, instead of just destroying the documents, they want to keep track of what was messed up. So they recopied onto the new ledger and wrote void on the old.
I'm gonna leave these.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go through your call. You're very wise.
Can I like note some names of stuff that are on the paper?
Yeah, a lot of it is. There's a lot of like metal ores of things, and there's several documents. Some have different ship names.
Is there anything that says?
Did you say metal ores? Like metallic,
Like silvers.
Okay.
Is there anything that has the boat open spirit on there?
Yeah, I'd say you find probably 5 or 6 of those that have the open spirit ship.
Stuff being transferred to open spirit
Mostly 2. Well, yeah, 2 and from unloading and loading.
recently.
Yeah, I would say within the last little bit.
Maybe we should take this.
just taking you to have open spirit on.
Yeah, just some. Anything that has open spirit on it, I think. Okay. Back up. Is there one more door?
Yeah. Roll it.
Got me.
Oh.
19.
On this one. Uh-oh. You open the drawer.
Oh, that's her safe
That's
Not
56.
Both
of us?
Both of you. You're both in the vicinity.
I remember you
You're
got
about
that luck
300.
so you get +1 and all your. I
Yeah.
guess does it add it
Yeah,
on?
that's on there for me. 17.
You get
18 plus.
You're good. You both suffer 3 points of poison damage as this dark cloud just up in front of you. The drawer opens, and there is
I think I found where he uses the bathroom.
there's a particular document, piece of parchment here, that has golden borders and seems to be
Is that horse shit?
written elegantly by a calligrapher of sorts. What languages do you speak?
Goblin, halfling, and common.
Do not understand.
Celestial, common, draconic, dwarvish, and elvish.
Do not understand.
Jesus.
I'm on the roof outside. I don't even know where to see my fun spells.
Should we take this book? It looks very important, and it was trapped.
It was a piece of parchment.
Oh, should we take this parchment? It seemed very important, and it was trapped. I'm going to.
Common, Draconic, and Primordial.
I'm gonna stuff it in the bag of water.
Okay.
Violet, let's get out of here. Casually make our way out.
I hear the door open and I kind of jump to cut off the guards as they make their way out of the.
They're how far away are they?
About 250 feet, 200 feet.
Oh, I mean, did they see us walk out?
In the storm at night, probably not.
Okay, then I just go with them.
Quickly, it's
we jump off and we
Well,
walk
and they're
where we
coming
go.
from like
Never mind.
They're coming.
from the way we need to go back.
Yes.
What is further down?
I mean, you kind of get kind of how it looks is it's like the dock kind of on this side. It's like a sea. The dock is kind of on this side. The beach is kind of on this side, and so you all are like on this part of the sea. Like there's like the cliff side extends out to the ocean a little bit, kind of making like a little bay.
Okay.
Is there anywhere we could, like another building or somewhere we could hide until they pass and then go back?
Got the boats.
Is there any
Where's
place?
the open spirit?
It's like if you're at the Harbormaster house, which is here, it's on the middle dock at the very end.
Have they gotten to that yet? Or no?
As who?
The people that are walking, have they walked past?
No, they're still. They haven't even got to the dock station. They're basically like walking down off the build step where the warehouse was, and then they just started turning towards the docks.
And from what we were told, those people were guarding the ship. Well, the people that were
Hired by the harbor.
hired by the Harbormaster were guarding the ship. Just who I think this is.
Okay.
Ooh.
Should
So
we
they
go?
may be just be going to the ship. They might not even be coming over here.
Sure. Should we hide until, or should we just go on?
Okay, back to my original plan. I go to speak to them.
All right then. We'll just-
Okay. So you
Is there
approach.
any buildings between them and us? Nothing.
The only building on the entirety of the docks is the Harbormaster's house.
That's just inefficient. Joking.
Poor use of space.
How high up is the cliff?
It's like several hundred feet.
Is it in the water?
Some of it juts out more.
I mean, it says come out. We just walk back.
And just walk us.
I mean, the guard center is here. They all they gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
It's not like
Sure. All right.
I'm just gonna walk that way.
Yep. Walk. I'm gonna act like I've got a clipboard or something. Like,
I say, "Ho, seaman!"
They're just gonna nod.
We're about 50 feet back from it.
They just kind of nod at you, and then they seem to not really pay much attention. They just continue.
No,
forward.
sure.
Oh, Will?
Ultio, there you are, and run up to catch up with him.
How dare you speak of my brother's name? Oh. Yeah, I said that anyway.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were Ultio, and I'm just gonna keep walking.
Just kind of look at you guys in a while, like just taking a mental note, and they walk.
what did I?
Are we going to the boat now?
No, let's.
Hell no, I'm going.
I want to get away from these guys where I feel confident they're not following
I'm not gonna
us.
run or
And I wanna-
anything, so I'll
yeah,
keep
just
walking.
normal walk. But I want to turn around and see where they're going. Like,
Hey, Evan, were these bad guys?
What? Can
Did
we
they
tell?
look like the guards? I said, wait a second. Who are you?
They don't turn around.
What
I
were
run
they?
up behind them, grab one of them by the shoulder.
uh,
Answer me!
The guy says, "Do not touch me."
Are you scared?
Were
Are you
they-
scared of no ghost?
I would be scared.
Would I be scared? Like, sure, you tell me not to fight.
Roll a wisdom check.
What were they wearing? Like what did they look like? From what we could tell.
Party close.
Okay.
15.
You would probably think one against about 15 to 16 would not be.
You said there was 2 people!
No.
No, there's
There's
a
a whole
shred.
bunch
Instead
of
of
Oh. I thought you
And while you're kind of, when he says, "Do not touch me," the others kind of take out 2 rapiers. One guy pulls
They're
out
rapists
a
too?
falchion.
Sorry, I'm off the rails at this point.
I know. That's why I'm keeping you in line. One guy pulls off a falchion, 2 rapiers, and they kind of look at you. Go away.
Me and Craeloth are like 50 feet up the steps.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for the help.
I'm looking for Ultio.
I just point and say they talked about y'all, bad things, and they broke into that office and just started running off.
They turn around, they continue on, and as you see, Cable
What'd
you
you say to
watch
them?
a couple of them branch off and head down the dock towards the ship. Well, I would say about half. 7 of them head towards the dock, towards the ship.
I think we can take 7.
And then 8 of them go towards the Harbormaster's house, and the leader kind of looks at the door and kind of moves it around, like it's trying to figure out what's happening.
Wait, is the leader alone?
No,
I'm not a rogue
7
anymore.
there. There's 7 at the boat.
I can't do like
Let's-
15 damage.
Let's go back to the inn.
There would be
No,
0
let's go
there
to the
if you hadn't
boat.
kept your mouth shut.
We are not prepared to fight. There's no way to get to the boat. There's 15 days total.
I still want to
We will not survive.
They know we've been here now.
They
They'll
knew we
destroy-
were here before.
They will destroy
There's
everything. The
nothing-
guards did, not the pirates.
All I had to do is like, hey, was everybody here? Yeah, these people here were under official business.
I'm sure the pirates would just be like, "Arr, me hurry."
No, you're right. That's
Up to
not
the
how
guards.
pirates talk.
That's how pirates talk. I know a pirate.
He comes on TV when I put the Pirates of the Caribbean DVD in.
No, he's a very good singer. About a yellow sponge that lives under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay, so we either go to the boat now.
I bet we go back to the inn.
We go back to
People
the
at
inn.
the boat.
Yeah, without trying to cause a scene. Come back tomorrow.
During
Maybe-
the day.
Yeah, during the day.
When they've got all the evidence thrown in the ocean. You're
No,
right.
they're not going to do that. Remember? You said they weren't going to do that before.
Before they didn't know we were at the house.
Yeah, they
That
didn't
was
know
the
until
whole
you said
point we had
call.
before. I said we should go straight to the boat. You said want to go to the house.
Well, I wanted to get both sides of the story. I don't just trust the dude because he said he's the bad guy.
Well, I guess we'll find out with this evidence we got now, and hope there's nothing good on the boat.
I go to the boat. I sneak to the boat by myself.
Okay, how do you want to go?
I want to avoid as many people as possible.
You want to go through the water?
Yes, that's my plan. I'm just going to sit under the boat.
Alright, shit, I'm gonna keep watch, but I'm not gonna get, like,
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
as soon as I see people coming towards where we're
With
going.
advantage, this is your favorite terrain.
He's not alright.
He's not a ranger. He's
I know,
underwater.
but he's
It's
lived
underwater and it's hot. So, I mean,
Oh, thank you. That would be a dirty 20.
You feel like you're pretty stealthy.
I just go to sit under the boat. Can I sleep underwater? I assume I can.
You stand there for, can you breathe water?
Yeah. So I just lay down under the boat and go to sleep.
So you kind of get down on the bottom and you see it's all barnacly and mussels and stuff have attached to it, and you kind of look around. I mean, underneath the boat it's just a wooden boat.
I'm just making sure they don't throw anything out overboard.
So you're just kind of sitting there watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I plan on sleeping tonight too. Just
So after he sits there for a while, I'm gonna say, Violet, let me see that stone. Let me check in with him.
the
yeah.
prison thing. Okay.
I tell them my plan. So
Thanks for the heads up.
all they hear is
Oh, you hear?
because I'm underwater.
That's all you hear too. Because the prison
prison
actually tries to talk, so all you hear is.
But it's his favorite train, so he understands water speed. Alright.
Do I see any fish around me?
Probably some fluttering around.
I convey to them, while I'm asleep, if anything gets thrown off the boat, to just kind of push it toward me.
They'll let you know.
Then I go to sleep.
Back to the inn.
Huh?
Back to the inn.
Yes.
Oh God. Here we go. Oh no, not.
So, you guys make it through the stormy night back to the Emperor's Yell. You see when you enter, you see Humbly over there, looking kind of frustrated.
That one? This is the innkeeper, right?
Yeah, humbly.
Homebrew.
Do we see, what's her name? Sarai?
No, she's not.
What's her name? Is that how I say it right?
Sarai.
Sarai. I'll go up to humbly. What's troubling you? Archie, you supposed to ask that?
Yeah, we're in reverse.
Reversing the roles
That's
here.
supposed to be my job.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not, I don't look like my dog just died.
You got a brother.
No.
Tell you, mine's a son of a bitch.
What wouldn't that? Never mind.
What?
Without, that would make your mom. Never mind. What happened?
Aye. He's a clever one.
Yeah,
She?
she is.
She. Sorry, the beard throws me off. No. No, my brother owns. Have you been to the other tavern called The Last Step?
Heard of it, not been there.
My brother owns it. Anyway, he's been crapping on my ale, saying his is better, his is cheaper, it's better punch, better drunk. And it's not. It's not. Things like this bother me. He's older, always thinks he's better.
If you know it's not true, why does it bother you so bad?
Because it's like I don't know, people go to him, it's something he puts in his ale. Mine is clean ale. He does something addictive.
I think I remember what it was. Weren't there drugs? Is there a drug thing with this?
Did you try to figure out why you went to that restaurant?
Yes. Because I think I was going to the restaurant to see if some rich people knew where the drugs were.
I do vaguely remember.
I remember
that.
something, but I can't remember how it was.
Because you saying it clean ale made me think of it.
He's like, mine is clean. Anyway, we have always had a rivalry. And you know, we have loyal patrons. The ones that like my stuff, they call themselves the Yippers. The ones that like him, call them the Lasters. Well, got a notice from the guard. Today, I guess, they were able to have some free time where the streets weren't so bad. Since, what happened earlier today. Are you all safe from that?
We were kind of in the middle of it.
Oh, you alright?
All right.
Ursula paid handsomely for you all to stay here, by the way. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for choosing the Yipper Jail.
Thank Duma.
Duma?
She kind of led us here, yeah. But I'm glad we're here. Not saying that it's the
You
only
can think
reason,
Duma
but-
yourself. And she just like... She's over in the corner. So my brother, his name's Rocket. R-O-C-K-E.
All right.
It's like when you first write something, you're like, man, that sounds cool. And then after you read it, after like 2 weeks later, you're like, meh.
Yeah, Duma told us that, and I was really hoping your name was Roland, but
Unfortunately, they decided to give me the name Humbly after my great pappy. Regardless, anyway, our loyalists have formed some sort of, some people call it gang, other people call it loyalist, whatever you want to call it. It's progressively gotten worse. Over time, it was just find a barrel of the other's ale, you pour it out on the streets, and you pee in their tankards, and soft play.
As one does, yes.
But lately, a couple of my boys, they beat up this young fella from the Lasters, being pretty good, pretty into a pulp almost, because there was a disagreement about ale. And, I fully agree that mine's better, but no one needs to lose blood over it. I'm trying to think of something to do to try and prove that mine is better on a fair set.
Blind taste test.
Blind
judges.
taste. Who would be the judges?
Citizens. Vetted citizens who have no dog in the race.
It's got to be. What about higher influence? How do we do this?
Do you have any influencers?
We could always reach out to the nobles, maybe, or even the executor. Send him a letter. He used to come here when he worked at the trade.
Or the drunks. If anybody knows good ale, it's the drunks.
Yeah, but I'm sure the drums have their allegiances.
Yeah, most of the drunks are loyal to one.
That's why it's
You
a blind
could-
taste test. They can't say one way or the other. They say this one's better, and then we reveal which one that really is. They don't know either way. They could have their allegiance, doesn't matter. They still have to pick a cup at the end of the day.
That is true. They wouldn't know which is which.
But what if they know what it tastes like?
Is yours hoppier or something?
Mine's kind of a light.
So he could definitely tell the difference between tasting.
Probably.
Okay, this whole thing was stupid then.
What if we can still do the blind taste test? But you just need the people that aren't from around here.
Yeah.
What if you hold a festival? Invite higher ups from other towns. You could have the best ale in the bar that you see.
It's already the best ale.
You could invite other people. You could have it more than just you versus your brother. That way you could really claim the title.
Yeah, that's more impressive and it doesn't look as desperate or sad.
I'll tell you. Have you ever heard of frost beer?
It rings a bell.
Well, freaking play. Rings a bell. Well, they have a type of ale there called frost beer, and I ventured up there once, and that's how I kind of wrote down what I saw their master brewers doing, and that's how I make mine. It's not the exact same, hops and things, but my recipe's darn close. I think that's why it does so well. And I know it's better than that trash hog piss he serves. I like this idea. Can you guys help me come up and figure out a way to do it?
Really?
We'll have to run it by the guards, though, because they're the ones cranking down on this, and they want us to get it resolved quickly.
We can try to give the ideas, but we are kind of busy. But
I mean, honestly, if you could contain it all into 1 week, let people get it out of their system for a week, maybe the rest of the year it's okay. You just double down on security that week. It's all over with. The rest of the year, you don't have to worry about it.
I just worry about getting shut down. The guards say many more instances of this, they'll shut our doors.
so you turn the gangs into more friendly competitions, like the
I'm going to go to work on this. I may reach out for help if I get stuck.
Okay.
Appreciate the ideas, though. Can I get you all anything while you're here?
I'll take an ale.
Take a bottle of wine.
Pulls it off his belt. Bowl of wine. Surprised him. Wait a minute. Hold on, I can get the goblet belt. He goes and gets the goblet, pours you some wine, and then sets the bottle beside it.
I'm gonna go talk to Duma.
It's like 2 gold and well, that's
What's
pretty
the pace for it?
Yeah,
That's why I wanted the whole
Yeah,
bottle.
Duma's over in the corner. And you can see that she's been like sipping pretty good for a little bit. Hello.
We have a plan
Plan for what?
for your brother.
That's it, it's trial date.
It's not gonna matter.
She works with Duma. You work with invoices, ledgers, stuff a lot, right?
Yeah.
Does this mean anything to you? I reach in the bag of holding, pull out the voids, pull out the book, but we don't even know what it says.
So she kind of looks through and she's like, hang on, my brother. I'll look this, I promise. They says trial in 3 days. If he doesn't, something about the Harbormaster wanted to expedite. If he doesn't, if he's not proven innocent, they're going to ship him to Stammering.
Well, we're working on it.
We have reason to believe that the Harbormaster is going behind Expedited?
Yeah.
No, not expedited.
The
Larceny.
embezzlement.
Embezzlement. That's the URL.
And he's also behind expediting because he's behind the embezzlement.
Right. Yeah.
That's what Alfie. That was his claim in court, but Ursula wrote it off. You know, the two are a piece.
How is this allowed? Isn't there a conflict of interest?
She's stammering government officials, and then he was technically just Maple Dog.
And how can they have a trial when there's an open investigation?
It was closed.
It's open again. Ursula sent me on this mission herself.
I mean, I guess if there was a new entity to be investigated,
Maybe I can talk to her.
but they think that Captain Alfie's Briggs doings were already done.
But there's still embezzlement going on. There's still larceny. It's still happening.
They say it's remnants of his crew that's not been captured, or that the ones up the dog parkers are some loyalists to Brig are doing it just out of spite, but they can't prove it. They've got, I guess.
It seems common sense to me that if you lock the man up, you think he's doing it, and it still happens. then-
Not to mention his crew, they're on like a work program where they don't even have freedom to go anywhere.
They're locked in a warehouse.
They can't even go to the bathroom on their own. They're
It's-
sitting in the corner.
Its influence, its power, and the Harbormaster has it. So what he says happens from the docks is what goes into Ursula's ears. You know, he hates the mayor, or high executor, as they call him. Sultan. Sultan stopped by here today just to check on everyone. I thought that was a pretty nice gesture.
I saw him down at the docks when we were.
So Borg, the Harbormaster, he was high executor for 30 plus years. Almost ran this place into the ground.
Does the Sultanix now dislike the Harbormaster?
I don't know that Sultanix dislikes anyone. I think Sultanix has, in 3 months, turned Maple Dog into much more than it could ever be. He has started all these committees and funds and using our taxes and for the benefit of the people, and it's just been, we've had a full turnaround. We're one of the richest cities now in the South, and it's because of his initiatives and his understandings.
Do you remember hearing of any, corruption in the high government before, when the Harbormaster was the executor?
No.
Could have been embezzling money there.
I often wondered this. I wonder if he's trying to find a way to pin it on Sultanix. Because I feel like Sultanix is another obstacle to him getting back the title of High Executive. And like Maple Dog rules, if you can make a High Executive resign, the second person during the last vote, whoever had the most votes cast, is selected or put in place. See, it's always close. I'll tell you why. This place here, you like Unleash pretty cool. If you are one of, I think they call themselves gangs or whatever nowadays, but if you are in part of one of those, I mean, see, Borg is a member of the Lasters, and he almost got every Laster vote, and that reaches a lot of people. And not only that, he had some influence over nobles and stuff that he had made relationships with when he was High Executive. So he got a lot of those votes. But Sultanix won the common vote. It's the common people have a collective vote that counts for so many. But then, noblemen and nobleman families and anyone of rich and wealth, they kind of have their own percentage of the pool. And their votes sometimes mean more from one person, whereas the common is a less percentage. But I just want my brother out of there. I don't know what to do.
We'll keep working this case.
I
Keep you
appreciate it.
in the loop.
Yeah, we stopped by the Harbormaster's house or office, and we found that.
She looks through the papers and she's, oh, these are just common employees, huh? they look normal.
Found an awful lot for the Oaken Spirit.
It does. It looks like. Did you find any of actual ledgers just to see compare the handwriting?
Hoping that that's what's in that.
And she unrolls the piece of parchment. It's got the gold borders on it. She kind of looks and she's like, I can't read it, but very select people can, really. This is,
Do you recognize the language?
yeah, this is thieves writing.
These
Yeah, writing can't.
You know somebody that can make that disappear.
What good does that do?
So we
In order for the Harbormaster. Do you know any of the less? Do you know any of the more underground members of this town? Maybe somebody could read this, translate.
I don't know any right off myself.
Maybe
If you can find a member of the Briganders, you might have a shot. They're hard to see, hard to find.
Any certain place we should look?
they have white masks.
What? They're what?
White mass. They say that they
I would go to sleep under
they
a boat.
steal from the thieves to give to the stolen from. I don't know. It's supposed to be a Robin Hood-esque theory. You know, just a fable tale of Robin Hood. But there tends to be, if you can find some people see them in the dark alleys. Sometimes they will
Be a certain area, just somewhere to start.
heavily crowded amounts of people. Is your best bet. Somewhere where they can slide in and out easily, get what they need, move on. It's a lot easier for a guard to pick out someone with a white mask and black cloak by themselves than it is in a mass full of people. So if I were you, maybe you get in a crowd, you'll be able to search and find one if you can locate them.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else?
Get the rest up. Start fresh in the morning.
So you guys, after another day in Maple Dock, you guys will go to have your rest under the boat in your comfortable beds. As the night goes on, Cable, the fish don't alert you to anything. A couple of times, like, you hear bumps and shifts within the boat itself on the bottom, maybe some cracks and pops from the wood, but nothing extremely out of ordinary. You all rest good throughout the night, and then, sorry guys, this will be a short episode, but nonetheless, that's where we'll end tonight's session. You guys have one? Okay.
No, just ready to start next time.
Yeah.
Huh?